Good morning from the Protoss newsroom. The date today is Wednesday the 20th of January, and you're listening to the Protoss Daily. These are the headlines this morning. Ether has hit a new all-time high of $1,432, breaking its previous record by $12. Supporters of Putin critic Alexei Navalny have now donated up to $22.7 million worth of Bitcoin to his cause, despite his arrest earlier this week. And troubled altcoin XRP is in the news again, after Ripple co-founder Jed McCaleb dumped more than 28 million of the currency. At the present time, Bitcoin is trading at $34,500 down 6.5% for the day. In the past day, top 20 cryptocurrencies have seen a correction following recent gains. The Aave protocol and Uniswap have been the worst performers for the day, dropping respectively by 12 and 11%. The second largest cryptocurrency by market capitalization, Ether, has broken its previous all-time high of $1,420, some 1,100 days after setting it in January 2018, setting the current record of $1,432. Ether holders have been eyeing a new all-time high for some days now after Bitcoin smashed its previous high last month and has consistently traded nearly 100% above since then. Meanwhile, the Ether/Bitcoin trading pair is still 75% below its highest point set in June 2017. Ethereum entered the unofficial list of top 100 assets in the world, reaching a valuation of over $135 billion. Data from research outlet Messari shows Ethereum's market cap currently sits at $145 billion. Early yesterday, crypto derivatives platform Deribit introduced a 20,000 Ether options contract with expiry for December this year, which further got Ether fans excited. Putin critic Alexei Navalny was yet again arrested earlier this week, but that hasn't stopped the cash flowing into his Bitcoin address, as supporters have now donated up to $22.7 million worth of Bitcoin to his cause. The cause in question is the non-profit Anti-Corruption Foundation, or FBK. They're definitely hot on the anti-corruption part, as days after Navalny's arrest, they released a video detailing Vladimir Putin's alleged secret $1.3 billion palace, supposedly built from years of laundering. Investigations like this are what prompt FBK's supporters to donate over 653 Bitcoin since the address's creation in 2016. The address has received a constant flow of Bitcoin, the largest donation being 25 Bitcoin sent in April 2017, which could now be worth $925,000, while the largest donation consisting of US dollars was $105,400, just 10.45 Bitcoin, back in September 2019. The last year hasn't shown any signs of stopping, with 13 Bitcoin sent in the past year alone. However, all these Bitcoin donations are only worth as much at the time of cashing out. We calculated that FBK may have bagged $3.5 million from selling their Bitcoin as it comes. But, and a rather big but, if they hold on to it instead, their foundation could be up 600%, with $22.7 million worth of Bitcoin at the current time. Although the Bitcoin doesn't seem to be staying long, as most transactions to the account seem to leave pretty quickly. No more than $110,000 has ever stayed in the account, despite raising millions over the years. The stream of donations, however, may soon come to an end, following a lawsuit last July with an alleged Kremlin-linked businessman, which sees FBK being sued for $1.6 million in a libel lawsuit. Vintage altcoin XRP is once again in the news after Ripple's co-founder Jed McCaleb reportedly dumped over 28 million of the cryptocurrency. This marks the first time that McCaleb has offloaded any of his XRP, since it was announced that the Security Exchange Commission is filing a lawsuit against Ripple Labs, accusing them of selling $1.3 billion through an unregistered securities offering. This is certainly not one of the first times when McCaleb has unloaded XRP. The co-founder who left Ripple in 2014 has consistently been selling XRP, with reports suggesting he offloaded as much as $400 million in 2020 alone. Earlier this week, Ripple CEO Brad Garlinghouse went onto Twitter to confirm that the company is excited to work with the new Security Exchange Commission leadership and the broader Biden administration in order to chart a path forward for blockchain and crypto innovation in the US. Since news of the lawsuit broke, XRP has experienced an enormous sell pressure, causing it to drop as much as 50% for a week, in what was the worst crash on record for the crypto. In recent days, XRP has been pushed back to 6th place in the top 20 cryptocurrencies by market cap, now sitting behind Cardano and Polkadot at 5th and 4th. Ethereum welcomed a new name to the DeFi ecosystem this week in the form of Saddle, an app designed for swapping pegged value tokens without tanking their price. Like most DeFi platforms, Saddle encourages users to become liquidity providers, depositing crypto in exchange for rewards. The platform's first liquidity pool supports trade between a number of Bitcoin-backed assets, like Wrapped Bitcoin and TBTC, with support for more expected over the coming months. Backed by $4.3 million raised from industry insiders Polychain Capital, Framework Ventures, and Electric Capital, Saddle competes directly with the likes of Curve Finance and Uniswap as an automated market maker, built for keeping peer-to-peer trades efficient compared to centralized exchanges like Coinbase. And if you're wondering about security, specifically who has the keys to the crypto locked inside Saddle, just 5 figures control the platform's reserves. However, they can only make decisions with 3 signatures. For now, only pre-approved addresses can deposit assets as Saddle undergoes what it's calling a guarded launch to help protect users' funds. There is, however, no word on when the general public can stake. Saddle's launch couldn't come at a better time, with DeFi, despite a few hiccups, growing from under $1 billion in staked assets to more than $25 billion in just 1 year. Investors reckon that Bitcoin's value is more likely to halve than double over the next 12 months, according to recent research by Deutsche Bank. In a survey published yesterday, the bank asked more than 600 market professionals for their opinions on the markets most likely to experience a bubble, with Bitcoin rated 10 out of 10 on the bubble scale. However, Bitcoin isn't the only name likely to see its value nosedive, according to the survey respondents. Tech firms overall fare particularly poorly, with Elon Musk and Tesla looking like they could be in for a particularly rough ride, being rated as even more vulnerable than the number one crypto. This isn't the first time in the past few months that Musk and Bitcoin have been mentioned together. In December, he caused quite a stir on crypto Twitter when he appeared to ask about the possibility of converting Tesla's dollar reserves into Bitcoin. And just a few weeks ago, he again took to social media to claim that he would never turn down being paid in Bitcoin. Thank you all for listening. To stay up to date with the latest from the world of crypto, make sure you subscribe to the Protos Daily on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and all other major podcast providers.